At the beginning of time, when the 8 realms bloomed on the branches of Yggdrasil, the frost of Niflheim met the heat of Muspelheim, and the residue dripped down to the blank, empty landscape of Midgard. From the dew was born a giant, as big as the sky. Their name was Ymir. Ymir saw the empty wasteland around them, and they wept at the lonely world they had been born into. Their tears carved the earth and filled up the oceans of Midgard, carving canyons and trenches with their might. Ymir saw what even their sorrow had created, and knew their purpose. They pinched the ground and yanked it up, making hills and mountains, and the hair that shed off their back became the grass that grew upon the soil. They plucked out their eyes and created the sun and the moon. Ymir still felt that the world was lonely, though. They pulled off their flesh and planted it in the soil, and created the first giants. The giants worshipped them and built the first great city, Shritstead. Ymir became the monarch of the city, and to protect it, they created the primordial dragons. The giants then asked for livestock in which to raise and eat, and Ymir gave them oxen and sheep from their flesh. The giants asked for stone and brick for which to build with, and Ymir gave them their teeth. The giants continued to ask more and more of Ymir, and Ymir always gave. Soon, Ymir became frail and thin. The giants asked for gold in which to trade with, and Ymir emptied their veins into the mountains to be mined. Ymir, now on the verge of death, stood at the center of the world and looked down on what they had created. They shed a tear. And when they saw Yggdrasil standing tall, its roots dug down into the earth, they uttered, "This land, Midgard, shall surely be known by all people and animals and plants as Ymir, for I have given so much." Ymir then collapsed, and their skin peeled away from their bones. The bones settled into the soil and became part of Midgard. Their feet, the twin peaks of Ephesep. Their ribs, the valley of Araninth. Their skull, the cavernous trench of Hanamizumi. The giants crowned a new monarch and spread out on the lands of the forgotten shores, settling on the bones of their creator. Grass and trees grew on them, and over time, the peoples of Midgard forgot the name Ymir entirely.